Earlier, we learned that the derivative of the sum of two functions is simply the sum of their derivatives. Products and quotients of functions are not so simple. You cannot simply multiply or divide the derivatives. In this lesson, we'll learn how to apply the product rule to differentiate the products of two functions. Then we'll walk through a few examples. The product rule states that if you have two differentiable functions, let's call them f of x and g of x, the derivative of their product is the first function times the derivative of the second function plus the second function times the derivative of the first function. The product rule can be extended to cover products involving more than two factors, so you might also see it written this way. This form can be helpful when dealing with products of three or more factors because it generalizes easily. Let's see some examples. Pause the video and find the derivative of h of x equals quantity 3x minus 2x squared times quantity 5 plus 4x. Here we have h of x, which is a product of two functions. Let's say f of x is this first part, 3x minus 2x squared. I'll write that in blue. Let's let the second part, 5 plus 4x, be our g of x. I'll write that in green. Now let's apply the product rule. Following the formula, we have the first function times the derivative of the second plus the second function times the derivative of the first function. The derivative of 5 plus 4x is 4. The derivative of 3x minus 2x squared is 3 minus 4x. Distribute the 4 and FOIL the second part. We get and after a little combining, we get h prime of x is equal to negative 24x squared plus 4x plus 15. We could have solved this problem without using the product rule by first rewriting our problem. And then applying the power rule, and you get the same answer. But in our next example, we're forced to use the product rule. Find the derivative of y equals 3x squared times sine x. For this one, our f of x is 3x squared, and g of x is sine x. Let's apply the product rule. The derivative of sine x is cosine x, and the derivative of 3x squared is 6x. We can factor out a 3x to simplify our final answer. Let's do one more. Find the derivative of y equals 2x cosine x minus 2 sine x. This problem has two terms. We'll use the product rule on the first term because both parts involve x, and the constant multiple rule on the second term because one of the factors is a constant. For the first part, let's let f of x be 2x and g of x be cosine x. The derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. And the derivative of 2x is 2. The derivative of 2 sine x is 2 cosine x. And after we clean this up, we get that the derivative equals negative 2x sine x. So to recap the product rule, whenever you're multiplying two functions of x, the derivative of the product, f of x times g of x, is equal to f of x times the derivative of g of x plus g of x times the derivative of f of x.